going on, guys? Today it's Ainsley here and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be discussing the differences between KontrolFreeks and Scuf's controllers and which ones you should go with in the end. So in order to do this, I'm actually just going to go onto the KontrolFreek website here. Let's see, I gotta start my screen recording. We're gonna go on the KontrolFreek website and actually put things in our cart that would help our gaming experience, and then we're going to go on Scuf and build a controller using the things that we just put in our cart on KontrolFreek. I hope that makes sense. It should. Hopefully, if I'm not stupid here. But here we are on the KontrolFreek website, and to start off things, I think we're going to go with some grips, because I know for a fact that Scuf does have grips. So they actually have their extra thin, extra padded, and then the performance strips, so you just put them wherever your hands sweat. I've actually never used any of these right here. I do use the regular ones quite often though, so we're going to add these to our cart, and we're going to be building a PS4 controller today. Sorry for you Xbox people. Right now our total is $15. And then I think I'm going to go to the thumbsticks. And the only thumbsticks that I've tried is the Infernos and Galaxies. So if you haven't seen either of those reviews, be sure to check it out. I think it should be in this corner over here. If not that one, the little eye should pop up. I did a KontrolFreek review on the Galaxies and Infernos, so be sure to check out both of those. But you know, they're all the same price except for the game sponsored ones, like these Borderlands 3, these Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I think most of them are actually $15. So I think I might actually go with the Galaxies on this one, because the Infernos, they both, see here, they're both high-rise. They both have high-rise ones, and then they're concave. I think these are also concave, but they're mixed. So one is like a mid-rise, and the other one's a high-rise. So on your left stick, you have just it's purely for grip. On your right stick, though, it definitely helps out your aim. So if I were to recommend anything, it definitely would be the Galaxies. It doesn't really matter what color. I have the white, so we'll just go with the white for this and add to cart. So right now we have performance grips and then some KontrolFreeks for $30. Actually, I'm not sure that there's really anything else, unless, let's see. We could always put some rings on it, but those are purely extra. Let's see here. Just kind of scroll down the website. Precision rings. We might add those to our cart. Yeah, let's just because I know you can put rings on for Scuf. So let's just put some rings. Okay, so our total here is $40. You don't have to get the rings because you already have the KontrolFreeks, so it's basically like this or this type thing, but our total here is $40. If you have any discount codes, always search online for discount codes. You can pretty much always find something. And then I'm gonna fill out any of this stuff, but we're just gonna put that right there, and then we're gonna go over here. Our total was $39.97. Alright. Okay, so now let's go over to Scuf here. I'm gonna shop. So essentially you just we're gonna build a Scuf from scratch. So you have to pick a controller in order to start with. I think So it's pretty much the Impact or the Pro. I think I'm gonna go with the Pro just because it looks the most like a PS4 controller to me. So hopefully this will work out. Alright, we're gonna build it. Okay, so the shell color, I'm pretty much just gonna copy my actual controller that I have. Obviously, if you use other colors, it's going to go up because you can't really get, you could get red and dark blue and gray and stuff in actual controllers, but you definitely cannot get like a tiger lily color, so it definitely will be more. We're gonna go with a white though on this one. Try and get the price as low as possible. But you see how our total just went up to $150 if we added that graphite? No. And then you have these signature designs. Yeah, we're not doing any of that stuff. Too fancy for us. And then, okay, so the shell is complete. So I'm not gonna go with this just because it's not worth it. $10, no thank you. The trigger systems, we're gonna go with the default because that's what KontrolFreek offers. Bumpers also default. The left thumbstick is gonna be concave, just as our KontrolFreeks were. The right thumbstick is gonna be concave. Okay, rings, you can put different colors on them. I guess we'll just go with the black because it costs nothing. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. No, thank you. And then the button kit, this, I really do find this very cool, the way that they have stuff like that, but we're gonna go with the standard. Okay, and then here's our grips. So we could go for something that actually looks like the KontrolFreek texture, or you could go with the original military grade. In this scenario, I think I'm gonna go with the high performance just because it's the same price, and then the only color they offer is black. So rumbles, I hardly ever use vibrations, and really I would like no paddles at all, but it sounds like we're going to have paddles on it. So we'll subtract like $10 or $15 from our final total just because I can't do anything to take those off. So we're not gonna do that, no. Proceed. Finalize the cart. $156.90. Now, even if we were to take off like $15 or something, it's still gonna be $141.90. So let's just say $141.90. Okay, so we can obviously see why Ansley picked KontrolFreeks. So granted, you will have to have a controller for your KontrolFreeks, so you can add 50 to this if you don't already have a controller, which is going to make your total actually $89.97. But every PS4 comes with a controller, so there's no reason that you should have to add that $50 unless like it's broken or something. But you see here, I would much rather pay $90 than $140. So we definitely see which is the cheaper option. And in my opinion, KontrolFreeks still get it done. KontrolFreeks have been a lifesaver for me. They definitely made me better at the video game, like overall. And KontrolFreeks are definitely for me just because I'm not like a professional gamer or anything like that, and I'm on a budget, obviously. But I would say if you're definitely like going pro or trying to be pro, a Scuf is probably for you. Or if you're like starting out, I would definitely go with a KontrolFreek. Like you say, you're hot trash, KontrolFreeks will help. Like you have to get used to it, but they definitely do see the final product as progress. It takes a while for you to get used to the KontrolFreeks, but I think it's worth your time, since now like games like Fortnite have creative mode, and like Call of Duty you can just mess around with your friends, and like other games like that, other like battle royale games, they should be able to like have practices and stuff like that. And if they don't, then just experience real games like with real players, and you're gonna get better, I promise you. Even when you're going from, if you're going from nothing and you're jumping all the way to a Scuf, you just spend $140 on something you're not used to yet, something that you may not even like at the end of the day. Like if you go from, that's one of the reasons I decided to go with KontrolFreek, because if you go from here to KontrolFreek, you know, you lost about $30 if you're going with the grips and the KontrolFreek like performance sticks. If you're going with the grips and performance sticks, it's $30. And then like if you're gonna add the rings, obviously there's really no point for performance sticks at that point, but you just spent $30 rather than $140. So I hope that makes sense. Depending on where you are in your gaming career, definitely plays a big factor in what you should go with. I say KontrolFreeks first, then if you really like it, go with the Scuf. But also keep in mind that the PS5 is coming out in November of this year. That's if you're watching it in 2020. Like, the PS5 is coming out, so don't spend too much money on a PS4 controller when literally the PS5 is right around the corner. All your friends will be switching to PS5, so I definitely wouldn't want to be stuck with a Scuf that costs you $140. And then now you got to turn around and pay another $400 for the PS5, and then you're back to that default controller. It's just not worth it in my opinion, and KontrolFreeks is definitely the way. This is not sponsored. I definitely am not sponsored by KontrolFreeks, but hit me up if you want to sponsor me. But I know like all these big streamers out here are plug-in Scufs and stuff like that, and that's just mainly because they're sponsored. It's definitely important to look at different options before you dive right into like a Scuf, which is a big commitment. And there are other things out there other than KontrolFreek, like other brands that sell similar things, but this is just a big brand that I've tended to rely on. So I figured that you guys might find this video helpful. If you did, be sure to leave a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new. We're going for 1,000 subscribers this year, and I hope that we can hit it. I hope this video was useful, and if it was, awesome. Leave me a comment down below saying it was useful. Let me know your experiences with either KontrolFreek or Scuf, and I'll see you guys later for another video. Until then, take it easy. Peace.